Can I play Crab Rave? Will it let me load YouTube on here? Access denied.
What?
Today I'm back with another phone, and another phone that you can't buy, the OnePlus 10 Pro. However, you can buy this phone eventually. It's just not released in the US and worldwide. Currently, this is the Chinese version, and it will have a worldwide release to be determined. In the box, we have some instructions. What is this? Oh, here it looks like a bunch of safety stuff. It's all in Chinese though. We have the phone itself. We will look at that in a sec. It does look very nice. We also have a kind of regular plastic included case. I mean, I still appreciate that OnePlus always included the case. I love these. I have so many of them now because I've had OnePlus phones for so long. I always found it annoying that dash charging on the older OnePluses didn't work with any other cable besides this one. I might be wrong that there are other cables that exist, but I had very bad luck with Type-C cables back then. This is an 80-watt SuperVOOC charger. So dash charging, warp charging is what they had most recently. The phone has gone back to Type A because I know the 9 Pro was actually Type C. All right, let's take a look at the phone. Feels very nice. I mean, this is kind of standard OnePlus. We've got the SIM tray on the bottom, the Type-C port, speaker. We've got the classic alert ring vibrate slider. I really appreciate hardware sliders and buttons. So on the back of the phone, we have the Gen 2 Hasselblad camera bump with the 3 cameras and a bicolor LED flash ring light thing. But I really like the feeling of the glass back on this phone. Like, this is the volcanic black, and then it also comes in an emerald green. On the front of the phone, we have a 6.7-inch LPTO2 AMOLED variable refresh rate display. It is 1 to 120 Hertz. The battery on this phone is actually pretty impressive. It's 5,000 milliamp hours. 4,500 milliamp hours to 5,000 is a pretty solid upgrade. And the display has 1,300 nits peak brightness and HDR10 Plus, just like the 9 Pro did. Let's see how this phone runs LTTstore.com. Pretty good. There's the new LTT tote bag. The expensive edition CPU pillow.
Limited edition.
Scrolling seems nice. Okay, why don't we watch a video? How do I do that on this? I've actually never used ColorOS before. I guess this doesn't have YouTube. Can I play Crab Rave? I guess I'll use the YouTube browser. Will it let me load YouTube on here? Is that gonna be a problem? Access denied.
What?
Web page does not conform to the relevant laws and regulations. Everybody in North America, this phone is currently in Canada, Vancouver, BC, and I can't access YouTube. Crab Rave is on Billy. Good job, Monster Cat, or whoever, Stezzy, whoever uploaded this, thank you. You've done a good service. What is this? So I'm gonna play Crab Rave on the iPhone 13 Pro. This is not obviously a direct comparison because I'm playing it on the YouTube app on Monster Cat's channel from Crab Rave versus Billy on some random upload of Crab Rave. So it might sound slightly different, but I still want to hear it. Honestly, not bad. Not as good as the iPhone. I think the iPhone has a better mid-range, but this isn't bad. I mean, it's what I would expect, I guess, from a flagship in terms of performance of the speakers. I mean, as for the rest of the specs of this phone, it's got up to 12 gigs of RAM. This version has 8 gigs. Oh, also you have this weird feature where you can do RAM expansion.
Download more RAM.
You can expand your RAM to 5 gigs and it uses the storage on the device as RAM, which is very interesting. I've never heard of a phone doing that personally, but maybe I've wrong. And then we also have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 new naming scheme, which is the latest Snapdragon processor. I think this is actually one of the first phones announced / released that has it in it. On my 8 Pro, one of the things I actually want to test on this phone is the fingerprint sensor, because the fingerprint sensor on my 8 Pro has been, even though it works, it's fast, but when it doesn't work, it's really annoying. And I've redone my fingerprint so many times on this phone and had issues with it. So I want to know how this one performs. I just put my fingerprint in. Let's see how easy this is. Ooh, Let's see if it, let me try it again. At like a weird angle.
Ooh.
Pretty good. Okay, do the same thing with my 8 Pro, which is beat up right now. See? This is what I experience.
Ew.
It's awful. I hate the fingerprint sensor on this phone. OnePlus has come a really far way from where they had started. I've owned the 3T, the 5, the 6, and now I own an 8 Pro, and I haven't honestly loved the 8 Pro as much as I've loved previous OnePlus phones. And I feel like that comes from the fact that over time, OnePlus has kind of gone more mainstream with their specs, making sure they check all those flagship boxes. OnePlus doesn't feel like they stand out anymore. But you know who does stand out? Our sponsor for this video, Dbrand. This video is sponsored by our robot overlords at Dbrand. Who I, for one, welcome. Dbrand not only sells attractive skins for your gadgets and gizmos, but also a curated lifestyle by their super intelligence AI, who I, for one, approve of. They even make a case for this OnePlus 10 Pro. So when my meat hooks drop it, you're fine. So check out the human readable link below and welcome the super intelligence AI into your life. Like, are you happy, Dbrand? Are you happy now? Anyways, check the link in below, guys. Let's go try these cameras. So since we're kind of low on subjects right now, I'm actually just gonna take a photo of this fire hydrant and see how it works out. And then we're gonna do a quick video test of some cars passing by and then go back inside because it's freaking cold out here, even though it doesn't look like it. It's a pretty rough situation. Here's some Andy action in an 8K video. Oh, here's a Porsche. So here's a quick test of the selfie camera. There's Andy.
Hello.
I look not normal. So this is what the selfie camera looks like. There's just, the sun is blaring at my face right now. And then this is what I look like if I'm backlit. Ooh, that is blown out. I'm shooting Andy and I'm just walking towards him. Honestly, video is pretty stable. There's an X-Pan mode on this camera. Kind of a silly feature, doesn't make the photos any better, but I like it that you can do this natively, because like I would crop my photos all the time for this aspect ratio. I have no actual confirmation of this, but the only thing that is technically on paper new about this camera system on this version of the phone is the fact that it has a 150-degree ultra wide. Like, dang, that is wide. Oh, it's so wide my finger is almost an issue in the shot. Why don't we go review these photos? We're back inside now. We're gonna just take a quick look at these photos. This is just gonna be my first impressions, guys, because this is not a review. I just wanna see what these look like in a quick comparison. So on the left here, I have the OnePlus image, and on the right, I have the iPhone image. And I wasn't actually thinking that I would see this stark a difference between the processing of these two. I thought that the OnePlus would be honestly a little bit chiller. It doesn't look bad. It actually, like, the saturation's pretty punchy, but not in an unnatural way. The iPhone actually looks more natural, but the colors in the iPhone in this photo in particular are pretty dull. So here's the OnePlus image next to the Pixel image. And again, like the iPhone, but still slightly different. The Pixel looks fairly true to life, and the OnePlus is very saturated, a little bit punchy for my taste, and then the color of the sky just isn't what the color of the sky actually was. This is way bluer than what I saw with my eyes. On the left, we have the OnePlus image, which was just in the last photo, really saturated and punchy. But right here, it looks almost like neutral and desaturated. And then you look at the iPhone photo on the right, this looks almost too saturated. The iPhone didn't expose for the highlights as well as the OnePlus did. I'd say it's probably not quite as good. You have some weird noise kind of in the flowers once you kind of get closer. The iPhone image is cleaner overall, so I think detail-wise, the iPhone is better. So the Pixel's kind of the in-between, honestly. It's not quite as saturated as the iPhone, but almost a different shade of pink than the OnePlus. I think between these two photos, I actually like the Pixel overall better. But again, on the Pixel, the highlights are completely blown out, and on the OnePlus, they are not, which is very strange. The colors are just completely different between these two cameras. Like even the blue of this car is not the same blue in each photo. Of these two photos, I think a lot of people would be happy with either. You might think that the OnePlus is a little bit too saturated, but I kind of like it in this image. Probably the most new part of this camera system, the ultra wide. Not amazing in terms of the detail and the rendition. Having this 150-degree wide angle is probably gonna come in handy. I don't know if the fisheye is gonna come that in handy. And the unfortunate thing is you can't use video in this mode either. So you can't use the ultra wide 150-degree camera for video. Last, let's take a quick look at video. Ooh. It actually looks not bad. I take that back what I said. It might be a little bit tough for a phone because it's almost at the lower light of a Magic Hour. 8K video on phones is honestly a gimmick. I've not seen almost any phone's 8K video that seemed that impressive. And no difference here. I mean, pausing on a still frame, it is sharp. The detail is not bad. The noise and the weird HDRing exposure, I'm not sure I'm a fan of that, even though it's probably better than the alternative with it being just like completely blown out. So I understand why they're doing it. So guys, this is a first impressions video, but by no means is this a bad phone. It is not amazing. I don't know that I'd personally get a lot of use out of that, but maybe you would. Hardware wise, I think this phone is good, but it doesn't really stand out from the competition that much. By the looks of it, I think this is just the direction that OnePlus has been going, where they're making flagship phones that are pretty similar to all the other flagship phones that exist on the market already. Which, for me, as somebody who really loved OnePlus for being innovative in delivering high specs almost at flagship level, I think that's kind of done, and that's unfortunate. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you like and what you don't like, and tell me what you guys think of those photos, because I'm more impressed than I thought I'd be with this thing, but it's still not groundbreaking, and that is unfortunate. See ya. Channel sponsor, so, Jono, what's going on here?